Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy, and this is the number 29 Chew review. And as you just saw, it will be of the Cumberland Classic product. It is a twist tobacco. So let's take a look at the packaging. So, first thing that stands out about this, right off the bat, it's the first thing that caught my eye when I opened the box that it came in, is that this is not in a plastic bag. It is in basically a tinfoil-like bag that is somewhat along the lines of a loose leaf pouch, with the obvious exception of the outside also being of silver. But it is it's like a foil paper, which makes sense to me. Although, that said, the other products, the tobacco and the way it is twisted is of a nature where they're dry anyway, so really sun hitting them, as long as they're not like, under a magnifying glass, the plastic bags would seem fine. The products are drier than anything you're probably used to, drier than plug. So, but the foil, it does stand out if nothing else. So you have the name of the product, a picture of the twist. It is sweetened. Okay, so you have sweetened twist, and then the fact that it is chewing tobacco and one twist. I have checked over this package again, and there is no ounce count. So I'm really starting to wish now with these twists that I still had my digital scale, but I cannot find it. So, and then you have the warning label at the bottom. All right. Now, the back is sort of offset. You have another warning label and the barcode. Above the barcode is a digit code. I'm not quite sure what it means, but the last letter is 8. So I'm guessing this was made at some point in 2018. And as I said, with these products being dry and whatnot, that's close enough. The bag isn't compromised. It is holding air. Can't quite tell as easily with it as the plastic bagged products, but it is holding air. Now, so there's the warning label and the barcode and the date code. Now, sort of down on the edge here is the manufacturer's information and domestic foreign count. The domestic tobacco in this product is 76%. Imported tobacco is 24%. This is a product of the American Snuff Company, the makers of Grizzly and Kodiak and Levi Garrett. Okay, so this has probably got something of a distribution, although not in my area of the country. This may be something that one can find in actual tobacco shops outside of, let's say, Kentucky. All right, so let me just check. Manufactured by American Snuff Company, LLC of Memphis, Tennessee. So what I'm going to do with this is I am going to cut the bottom of the packaging to get the twist out of there, because I think I'm basically going to have to cut the whole bottom off. We're very close to it. It falls in line smell-wise with the other twists. It is a dark, not... I can tell now that this is sweetened, but it would not strike someone. If you weren't reading the packaging and you didn't know or had tried other twists, you would not register the smell off the bag as a sweetened product. Okay? It doesn't smell of molasses. It smells of tobacco, basically. So, let me get this guy out of here. Whoa! It Right, so as you can maybe see, the actual loop of it is thicker than the others. That or the twisted part is thinner than the others, or maybe some combination of both. It's pretty substantial. It's pliable, okay? It is not the driest twist I have seen. The Mammoth Cave that I did, which was, I believe, also an American Snuff product, was also, the moisture level was a little bit higher to the point where it was pliable and it wasn't actually crackling or anything like that, although I just did lose a piece. So, it's really thick up here, and the interesting part of these are that, like, there is, like, a full leaf being used for the, like, outer casing. It's almost like a cigar. It's got a leaf that is, like, the whole leaf as the wrapper. And it's wrapped all the way around this thing, and it's probably even wrapped up into where it twists tight, but definitely the larger portion is all one leaf. It's a very dark brown. It is registering basically what it actually is. Now, when I cut into this, I am sure that the inner parts, the filler, will be darker. But it is cracking. The outer, the top leaf is cracking a little bit, but the moisture level is... That white mule I did, if I had gone like that, the thing would have snapped in half. In retrospect, I didn't really quite see it that way at the time. So let me hit pause, and I'm going to cut a better portion of this out, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, and I am back. So I've taken a little bit of a different section this time. I haven't, because this is formed a little bit differently. So it's sort of, if you can tell where that's coming from. Now, inside this, it is considerably more moisture going on in the filler. So, I realize this camera isn't the best thing, but that's what you're looking. With this one, there is some blonde and dark tobacco. The others have been all one color. The Mammoth Cave was all dark, and it was real dark. There are some lighter pieces inside. I'm going to hit pause again and get this going. It is different from the other twists I've done so far. It is definitely registering sweet. That's something I recognize as sweet. I'll be back in a moment. And I am back. This stuff is good. I can dig this. I mean, I like trying new things, even if they're not quite along the lines of what I would normally, enjoy. And I do lean towards sweet. The thing with the twists are, even the sweetened ones, they are varying degrees of sweet. And nothing that someone that enjoys sweet stuff is going to really register as, that's really good, that's sweet. Somebody like me that dips, my everyday dip is Stoker Straight. These twists don't register as overly, even the sweetened ones do not register as overly sweet. The Mammoth Cave was, I'm now thinking sweetened, okay? At the time, during that review, I didn't say that because it had classic written on it. Well, this has classic written on this too, and it says it's sweetened. So, the sweetness in the Mammoth Cave, though, didn't really register as sweet. It just neutralized the bitterness of basically what amounts to dried tobacco. The White Mule, which was supposedly sweetened, was very bitter. This, there is actually There is still bitterness to it, but there is a sweetness to it as well. There is actually sweetness registering with this product, and that's all the better for me. Don't get me wrong, I liked the Mammoth Cave. The White Mule was from a much smaller localized company, but considering it was from a company that I had never heard of and probably doesn't do much business outside of the state of Kentucky, they had put together a professional product. Did a lot better job than some other larger companies that I will not mention do with dip. Let me put it that way. This though, I'm probably going to finish this in short order. It's a dark tobacco. It has very natural flavor, but the sweetness on this one is coming through. All right. It seems to compact down faster and more. Like, I cut off what would have been a big enough piece had this been the Mammoth Cave. But with this one, I could have taken a little bit more because it's really compacted down. The flavor is good. Nicotine levels, with this one, there is nothing zingy going on with this at all. I'm guessing it's just regular chew levels. It gets soft in the mouth, okay? Sort of like a plug. And the bits, I'm not quite sure. I haven't really cut, maybe I will. I haven't really cut one of these twists, like the thick part, the loop. I haven't cut into them yet, like long ways, to check out what they're actually filled with, like what the filler's like. This feels soft in the mouth, and I'm guessing that it is a shorter cut tobacco in the center of this stuff, sort of like a plug. Anyway, it's a really good showing from the American Snuff Company on this. This is something I could definitely get behind, and this one didn't come with a price tag on it, so I'm not quite sure how much this costs, but I may talk to my guy about sending another one of these at some point. This review has been made possible by my guy on the ground in Kentucky. That would be Buddy Hollandale. Sent this up to me. He is the guy that he's my go-to chew guy now because I've exhausted other possibilities, and he has been a great help. So I do thank you, buddy. This may be gone in very short order. I can get behind this. I mean, I'm actually beyond. Oh, it's something new, interesting, and has history behind it. Beyond that, I'm actually liking the flavor of this. It's going to have low nicotine, as I said, but the packaging is good, stands out, looks nice. I mean, you wouldn't think that like a metallic red and silver foil layout would look all right, but it actually, in person, it looks all right. I'm having a little bit of a hard time showing it on camera because it keeps reflecting light, but and I think, although the other products, plastic bags, didn't seem to, detract from them, I think it is a good idea to have this stuff in foil, personally. As I said, low nicotine. It's going to be chew level nicotine, but the flavor is a very natural, earthy tobacco with bitterness, but also sweetness, sort of playing off each other, okay? For guys that don't like bitter stuff, you might be able to get away with this. For guys that don't overly like real sweet stuff, it's not real sweet. You may be able to get away with it. It's sort of just a real good combo. I don't want to say it's, right down the center, because it's not. It's definitely different, but I could see this appealing to a lot of people, depending what their distribution's like. Now, I mean, outside of, Tennessee and Kentucky, I doubt that you're going to walk into a gas station and find this. I don't know, though. Maybe you could. But better tobacco stores through the country, you may want to ask. Usually with something like this, with a bigger company like this, if they do not have something, okay, like this, but they are carrying Grizzly, Kodiak, then their distributor probably has full inventory. That store's distributor probably has full inventory from that company, and Grizzly's company is American Snuff. So it never hurts to ask. All right. So I'm not gonna go real crazy on this. I'm gonna get this done right now. But this is good. This is good. This is a good showing, especially after the Bowie, which I have another Bowie story, but I'll save that for later. So this has been the review of Cumberland Classic Sweet and Twist in the foil bag from American Snuff Company of Memphis, Tennessee. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy. Do check out Berg's Dip Reviews, Winnington Outdoors, Dirty Pat Walsh, Wayside Lee 83, Real Talk Studios, No Bluff Buff, and snoozefreak.com, the channel on YouTube. I hope everyone is well. I will be back with another chew review tomorrow and a add-on to the Premium Pouches series number 9. Guys, do take care of yourselves, and God bless.